Caroline has done several things that have inspired me over the years within the United Way. When we were starting the foundation and we were trying to get it up and running, Caroline was one of the early believers and one of the early people to step up with philanthropy to support the foundation. I mean, that's first, but a lot of people give of resources. What inspires me about Caroline to a great deal is she doesn't just give of her treasure, she gives of her time and of herself, which for most of us is more valuable than giving of your treasure. She gives of herself.
She always has been involved in the community. When I was a kid in school, she was real involved with the Junior League and did a lot of volunteer work, did a lot of stuff in West Dallas, and she was interested in it and talked about it at home. And so I've always been aware that she's been interested in philanthropic things.
Her example of over 5 decades of service to United Way is just remarkable. Remarkable doesn't even cover it, that someone would do that so well for so long. And she's just been an inspiration to so many of us.
Caroline is an individual that never wants to be in the limelight. She wants to stand behind others and support an organization literally through her actions, not her words, through her contribution, and not being the person that asked the question.
I love her, and many people love her.
Caroline's generosity has enabled us to amplify every contribution to the United Way of Metropolitan Dallas through gifts she's made to the annual campaign, generous gifts she's made to the United Way Endowment, and matching dollars she's provided to help others leverage their contributions. Her gifts are changing lives forever in North Texas.
The thing I've liked about the United Way is that volunteers are so highly involved, and not only do they make possible the raising of a large amount of money they raise every year, but also they have committees that appraise the different requests for help from the different charitable organizations. And I felt like that was very good. And, my parents gave me an example. It was the middle of the Depression. Tyler was a boom town, doing better than almost any other town in Texas, at least. And so all these people who were out of work came there for work or to find a job. And some of them even were dressed in suits, and they would come to our back door and they would ask if there wasn't something they could do to earn some money. And I don't remember the answer to that because there probably wasn't anything. But my mother kept a picnic table out on the porch adjacent to the kitchen, and she would feed them. And I think the word got out. We had a lot of people coming to eat. The first volunteer job I ever had that I remember, I'm sure I had some, and I did. I was a Red Cross nurse's aide during World War II as a volunteer. But anyway, the first asking for money job I ever had, I walked door to door in our neighborhood for the community chest. Now, the community chest was a name before it adopted the name the United Way and became part of a national organization. Well, of course, it means a great deal to me because I'm such a firm believer in the United Way and have been for so many years that I'm simply delighted that I was chosen for this award this year.
The J. Erik Jonsson Award is the most prestigious award United Way bestows upon a volunteer. And I cannot think of anyone who is more deserving of the J. Erik Jonsson Award than Caroline Rose Hunt. For her many years of service, for her generosity, for her enthusiasm for the United Way of Metropolitan Dallas. She's one of our biggest cheerleaders and biggest champions out in the community. And we are so very proud to call Caroline a friend. And we're so very proud to recognize her today with the J. Erik Jonsson Award. She's full of life, she's full of energy, she's full of enthusiasm, and she's just really sweet. Sweet Caroline.